Please make two prayers. Now this taking seats.
Excuse me.
Respected Venerable Bhikkhu and also other devotees, and it's also basic. The one is from the difference in Sarana. We have reserved chance for them. Please go to their places. Please, can you go to the seats? Now we are welcoming the delegates by offering one of his and also Kata. First of all, I invite Venerable Bhikkhu the one in charge, Mahabodhi Society of India Sarana Center, to offer the flower bouquets to the Venerable monk who has come here as a delegate. The most Venerable the chief monk, Vipassana Meditation Center, Texas.
Testing, testing, can you hear me?
Then, Venerable Paññākāra for the then other Venerable monks who is accompanying in Paññākāra also welcoming by offering our case. Please come forward. Also the lay disciples who has come here as a delegate is Venerable Paññākāra and after forward and flow distance for injunction on the side.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Thank you. Now we have a very special welcome, Aloka, the peace messenger, especially invite. Since now I invite to Paññākāra to come forward, especially the monks of Sarana, different temples. They are welcoming the Paññākāra by offering kata. Can you come forward, please, for a moment? Now I invite to the venerable monks who has come from different temples of Sarana, from Vietnam temple, the chief monk has come forward, and also from Jambudipa temple, representative T.C. Pero has come, please come forward. And also from Tibet temple, Venerable Lamaji has come. Can you come forward? And also the Dr. Sarita Chandra, the Registrar, Central Institute of Higher Tibetan Studies, has also came here as a guest. So I'm very glad to welcome everybody. And also the members of Mahabodhi Society of India, they can come forward to offering kata and welcome the Bhante. Dr. Chandrasekhar Singh, Principal, Mahabodhi Intercollege, come forward and welcome the Bhante. Gujjan Srivastava, Principal, Mahabodhi Girls High School, also welcome the Bhante. If there are any venerable monks came from any temple in Sarana or any Lamaji from as the representative, they can come and welcome our Bhante. And also the representative from Japanese temple.
Yes, yeah, bye. Photo page number.
Okay. Thank you very much. The time is very limited, so now we will proceed the agenda. Please be seated, everybody. On behalf of Mahabodhi Society of India, Saranath Center, our venerable monks, and the representatives from various temples here in Saranath, I have the honor of inviting Venerable Sultananda Devu, Bhikkhu in charge, Mahabodhi Society of India, Saranath, to deliver the welcome address.
नमो बुद्धाय चरत विद्यवे चारिकां बहुजन हिताय बहुजन सुखाय लोकानुकंपाय. Go ye, O bhikkhus, and wander forth for the gain of the many, for the welfare of the many. Respected venerable monks, distinguished guests, brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. On behalf of the Mahabodhi Society of India and Venerable P.C.O.L. Dero, General Secretary Mahabodhi Society of India, it is the moment of the great joy to welcome Venerable Bhikkhu Paññākāra Dero, the leader of the global work for peace. Most Venerable Satanaguna Dero, Chief Monk, Vipassana Bhavana Center, Texas, and other venerable monks. We are very happy to have Aloka among us, the faithful and inspiring companion for the world, peace work. We gathered here at Holy Isipatana Megadaya, Sarnath, the first preaching place of the Buddha, and in the Holy Mulagandhavati Vihara, enshrine the most sacred relics of the Buddha since 1931. Venerable Bhante, your remarkable pilgrimage across sacred places of the Buddha embodies the living spirit of the Dhamma. You have worked 2,300 meals from Texas to Washington in the USA and mines in other countries in the world, not for fame, but to cultivate universal loving kindness, metta, non-violence, ahimsa, peace and harmony in the world. Alongside you sits Aloka, an Indian rescue dog who has become a global symbol of peace. Proving the compassion in the shared language for the all living beings. Venerable Bhante, your presence inspires us to look inward. You have taught us that we cannot change the outer world without first transforming our own hearts. I would also like to thank Mr. Rohan Samarasinghe for his contribution and organization of this event. On behalf of Mahabodhi Society of India, International Buddhist Monasteries in Saranath, I welcome you again to Saranath along with the venerable monks and your beloved Aloka. May you be healthy, may you be strong, and may your journey continue to illuminate the world. Bhav Sabba Mangalam. May all be well and peaceful.
Thank you, Wendy. Now we are proceeding the agenda with the hearts full of joy and reverence. We now invite our chief guest, Venerable Bhikkhu Paññākāra, to deliver his high anticipated talk on peace, mindfulness, and his global pilgrimage. Venerable Bhante, so is yours.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, respected Mahasangha, respected Venerable Bhikkhu, and all the guests here today. First of all, I'd like to express my gratitude to the Mahabodhi Society of Varanasi, Sanat, of having us here today, hosting us here. And thank you all Venerable monks joining us here and all the guests. I still remember this sacred fall, 2024. I was here during the Buddha Relics exhibition. During that time, most Venerable Shivali and most Venerable Bhikkhu were here, allowing us to talk about the Dhammacharya project here and putting up all the banners and posters for the people to know about the Dhammacharya projects of building the stupa site to preserve the Buddha teachings through many different languages. And please take a look at here. Aloka is the dog that always give you distractions. Okay, so let him stay up here, listen and try to be mindful. As the walk of peace is all about mindfulness. And I still remember back then in 2022 and 2022, we took a pilgrimage here from Kolkata Airport all the way to Bodh Gaya and then walked through this way and reached here 2023. During that time it was very cold during the winter season. And we get to pay homage to the Buddha and then went inside the Shana to pay homage to the sacred sites of our Lord Buddha. And I, along with over 100 monks from Thailand, from Vietnam, and then after that I carry on this walk for peace in USA and then Sri Lanka. And now we are here in India to visit and have meetings, and of course we want Aloka to be back here to his home, his country, and from there we'll continue our journey of walk for peace. As I mentioned earlier, when our assistant took Aloka that way, and most of us got distracted. Most of us got distracted because of Aloka. And may I ask you all, what's the reason for us to be distracted? While we are here in front of the Buddha statue, in front of all the venerable monks and nuns, and listening to the sharing of peace talk, I would like to listen to your feedback. What is the reason for us being distracted? Distraction? Distraction. It's a cute dog. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? I would like to listen to your feedback. This is an open forum, so.
People actually carry by seeing the peace within creating something of
love and compassion within every human that comes.
That's because of love and compassion within every human. That is why. Okay? What else? Okay, so I get the point. I get the point all of you talking about, because he's a 4 legs. It's not human being, but he could walk that long and he could do all that things, and he brought a lot of joy to a lot of people, right? And our love and compassion, as you mentioned, you are right. Nothing wrong with all those, but we missed the whole point. What is that? Mindfulness. Because of lack of mindfulness, because of unmindful, we did what we did earlier, right? If we are mindful enough to know the agenda, if we're mindful enough to know what is going on right now at this moment, here and now, then our loka shouldn't be the object, shouldn't be the object for us to catch on. Because right now, in this present moment, is the clock, the peace clock, which is I'm standing here right now. Aloka is just a side object. It's not the main object. But then when Aloka appeared, and we switched right to Aloka and forgot about me totally, because of sidetrack, just like we are meditating, and then when thought pop up, and then because of unmindful, we follow that thought into the end of the thought, and we forgot about our breathing, which is the breathing is what we are doing, but we forgot about it. We follow something else instead of the breathing. So that is why, as I said, because of unmindful, that is why, that is the reason why. And that is the key, that is the reason why we are suffering as well. Because of unmindful, we live with unwholesome thoughts. Because of unmindful, we always say speech with unmindful words, unwholesome words. And because of unmindful, we always commit into bad, unwholesome action. That causes us to be swimming in this samsara life after life. While we already reborn as a human being in this lifetime under the teaching of our Uttama Buddha, which is the 4th Buddha in this world, we already passed through three Buddha in the past. But we still diving deep into this samsara Buddha after Buddha time. And so how many more Buddha are we willing to dive in like this in this samsara? So our point is, mindfulness is the key for us to be liberated, to get out of all this suffering, to end all this suffering, to attain the blissfulness of Nibbana. And in front of you are, as a Buddhist and non-Buddhist, but when you come to the Buddha, when you bow down in front of the Buddha statue, and especially the sacred sites, and the Buddha relics, most of us always pray, may I always be well, be happy, and be peaceful. May my family always be, have prosperity and all those things. And at the end, may I attain the blissfulness of Nibbana. That is what we've been doing and praying almost our whole life. But it's just a prayer. It's just a wish. How do we fulfill that wish? We didn't do it. We didn't do it to fulfill the wish, to support that vow. We just bow down and offer flowers, food, and offer things to the venerable monks and so on. And then make a wish. At the end, we forgot everything else. That is why we suffer. That is why I always said, even if we come to the temple, we still suffer. We suffer at our own place, workplace, and then when we feel so much depression, we find the temple to seek for peace. And then when we come to the temple, we still suffer because of asking. Asking for more things. I'm asking for, asking for health, asking for a job, asking for this and that, and Nibbana. We are always asking for things, but we are not doing anything to support that wish. That is why we suffer. Why do we suffer? Because when we ask something and we cannot get it, we suffer. That is the Buddha teachings. We understood that way, but we still doing that every single time. So we should ask ourselves, what can we do to end suffering? What can we do to have a peaceful day? What can we do to have a peaceful life and die at peace? The answer is through mindfulness, we practice. If we are mindful enough, we will not react to those things happen to our life. If we are mindful enough, we will not do anything harm to ourselves and the others. So just reason earlier, because I want to bring this up about Aloka, is because I have seen this everywhere we go, that when Aloka appear, everybody just got distracted. And if we cannot live with mindfulness in this present moment, here and now, our whole life is going to be like that. So how do we practice that way? Mindfulness is just through your nostril, through your breath. If you be able to breathe in and breathe out, because we are breathing every second to keep us alive, while we are thinking so much, thinking of all the past. It means that we are not mindful with our own breath. Wow, this breath will keep us alive. We never pay attention to our breath. Just breathe. The way of habit. So now, awareness to each and every breath going in and out. You'll be able to be simple. You will have a peaceful moment. If you have a peaceful moment, you will have an hour of peace. If you have 1 day of peace, you will have 1, 2, 3, and 4 days and 1 month of peace. in order for us to end all kind of suffering till Nibbana, we have to end suffering in our cheeks. Mindful with our breath to keep us happy and peace. If we can't do this, then so our message is very simple. When we do anything in our pain life, knowing that we are breathing in, if we breathe out, knowing that we breathe it out. Thought arise, knowing that we have it, we have it. So come back to your breathing. You hear any type of noise, any type of sound, observe that sound, acknowledge that sound back. If you have any type of sensation within this physical body, just observe that, acknowledge that, come back. This is the way to train us, to train ourselves. And peace will begin just like that. Peace always begins from within. When we be able to slow down, stop a lot of things at a time, doing just one thing at a time, peace will begin just like that. If you're mindful with it. The world nowadays is so fast. It's spinning so quick, and we are chasing after it. So the peace message of the walk of peace is for us to slow down. Take one step at a time instead of running all the time. That is how we build peace for our home, our family, and our society, our country, and the whole world. It always begins from one person. Any question for me? How many of you that follow the walk for peace? Not many. So, how do you know about the walk for peace? Come into this temple today. So if you have not joined or followed the walk for peace, we have shared peace message every single day through the walk in the United States. 108 days of walking from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. And every day we give talk about mindfulness, loving kindness, compassion, and peace. And show the way how to practice, how to stay focused. And that is why it touched millions of hearts. And that is why we travel to share the peace message. And so if you truly want to learn more about mindfulness and peace, then we should take this seriously and practice. And you can also listen to all those talks online again, so that it will support you even just a little bit. That is how we work ourselves through this samsara, through this life, to gain knowledge, wisdom, and peace. And so now I'm open for questions if you have any.
As you said, the visited multiple countries. What's the one thing common that you see among all the people? That will say bring us all together.
In which country?
As you said now, multiple countries, what's the one thing common between different people that we can think to bring us together as one person?
We have all kind of sufferings. Technologies are advanced now. People can reach each other within a second. But behind all those, we are very lonely. Behind all those, we are not together, even in our small family. Just imagine in that dining table, when food are served, family members are sitting together. And nowadays, each one of us will use a cell phone and talk with someone else instead of the people surround us in that table. So divisions, disconnect, all those are happening here and around us, around the world. But for all those incumbents, all people are seeking for one thing, peace. Even though in this disturbing world, but we still seeking for peace. This is the incumbent that all beings are seeking for peace. Is that right? So regardless of what religious we are practicing, which temple we go, whatever we do, but deep inside human heart, we always long for peace. That is a common thing for all beings. Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Venerable. I have a quick question, about the walking, right? So you walk a lot to promote this idea. So when I was a kid, I also did a kind of privilege because we walked like 15 to 30 kilometers across China to reach especially in Jiangsu. So I'm wondering because I know how they feel you when you walk, right? Your mental thought keeps you distracted by all kinds of things along the road. And we are asked by the master to keep the mantra, keep citing the mantra. Like, what's your experience when you walk? What are you thinking at that time? And how do you understand this process of walking? And how do you interpret this process? And what kind of lessons you can teach? Yes, thank you.
So when we call this as a walk for peace, it means that each and every step of walking is with mindfulness. This is not just a walk to walk, but a walk to awakening. It means that every step we make, we have to be mindful with it. Because every day we are walking, every single day. We walk to the toilet, we walk to workplace, we walk to the bedroom, we walk to the living room. Everywhere we go, we have to walk. But when we walk, it's just like a robotic way, which is we are walking without any intention. When we walk, we're listening to music. When we walk, we're thinking about this and that and talking with each other and so on. That is how we walk through this life, as a habit of walking like that. But for the walk for peace is totally different. We walk with mindfulness. It means we always stay focused on our walk. Let's say if I walk, with each and every step I walk with mindfulness, it means I know when my right feet is picking up, moving forward, down and touch. The left one picking up, moving forward, down and touch. If you be able to notice that and aware of that, that is walk with mindfulness. And myself, when I walk, I pay attention to my breath instead of everything else. So even if I walk, I still focus on my breathing method. That is how I walk, how I practice mindfulness. And then when I walk, there will be people talking, there will be people greeting. What do I do at that time? I switch my concentration from here to the person who I interact with. And I be mindful with that and then come back after I'm done with it, to continue with my breathing while I walk. That's the difference with walk just to walk. Yes.
So the meditation, when you are doing your meditation, it isn't, the meditation is something which doesn't only start when you get a quiet home or something somewhere quiet. It's actually happening everywhere around it. Like you said, you're walking and you are doing something else and you are then going back to breathing.
The Buddha never told us that we have to sit inside a quiet room day after day to practice like that without interact with the world. But through mindfulness means when you have an opportunity to sit inside the quiet room, or in the cave or in the forest to practice on your own, but you are still hearing birds singing, wind and noise and stuff like that, right? So it can never be quiet at all the time, at all times. Mindfulness breathing at the beginning for most of us, because of unmindful, because of a lot of distractions, we tend to find a peaceful place, quiet place to support us on our practicing, just to support, okay? But when you know how to practice, when you know how to live with mindfulness through noise, through sight, through eyes and nose and mouth and touching, all these 5 senses, then anywhere you go, you still be able to stay focused and mindful with it, right? The Buddha say sitting meditation, walking meditation, lying down meditation, standing meditation, and you are meditating while you're doing the work. So it doesn't have to be in the quiet room for us to meditate.
हिंदी से भी किसी को पूछना होगा तो पूछ सकते हैं, ट्रांसलेट कर देंगे।
लोगों के पास पैसा बढ़ता जा रहा है, टेक्नोलॉजी बढ़ती जा रही है, एजुकेशन बढ़ता जा रहा है, पावर बढ़ता जा रहा है, बट पीस नहीं है, शांति नहीं है, दुनिया लड़ रही है आपस में। लोग जो है धार्मिक स्तर बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, लेकिन उनका जो है कहीं कहीं संयम नहीं है लोगों के अंदर। ये कैसे होगा?
Increasing the mind, increasing the wealth, money and power, and also the sacred places, but still there is no peace between the people around the world. Why?
Because of unmindful, because of greed, because of power, because of all those, regardless of how much you have in this world, even if you have the whole world of wealth, even if you have the whole mountain of gold, we still cannot be at peace, because you need to protect those. If you have power, you need to protect that power. If you have money, gold, a lot of things like that, you need to find a way to protect all those from losing it. The more you do in it, the more you suffer. It doesn't mean that when you have all the power in this world, it doesn't mean that when you have all the money in this world, then you will be at peace. No. The more you have, and the more you are not mindful with it, you suffer even worse.
सबसे कारण है कि जितना भी धन होगा, पैसा होगा, शांति नहीं है तो सुख नहीं मिलता। इसलिए जो शांति के साथ साथ हमारे माइंड में, मन में स्थिरता बढ़ाना है और एकाग्रता बढ़ाना है। जो एकाग्रता के द्वारा जितना भी धन पैसा आ जाता है तो शांति बिगड़ नहीं जाती है। इसलिए शांति ही सुख का मार्ग है। इसलिए धन के साथ और बल के साथ एकाग्रता के द्वारा हमारे भीतर पवित्र करता रहेंगे तो सुख मिलता रहेगा। उससे बाहर चलता है, इसलिए दुनिया में शांति नहीं है। इसलिए आपके भीतर, परिवार के भीतर और हम लोग खुद को अगर सोचेंगे तो दुनिया में शांति ला सकते हैं।
So when you have power, when you have money, how do you get those? You have to run, you have to chase after it. You have to work every single day. You have to think how you can earn more and more and more. So your mind is always overwhelmed with the way to seek for more money and wealth and all those things. This mind can never rest. While the mind can never rest, there will be no peace. But if you be able to let go of all those and then just stay silent for a moment and breathe in, knowing that you are breathing in, breathe out, knowing that you're breathing out, just stay with that present moment within your breath. That is how you have peace.
इस शांति के लिए हमेशा ही जो हमारे भीतरी ही शांति को बढ़ाने के लिए अभ्यास करना है। हमारे सांस भीतर आते हैं और बाहर निकलते हैं, उसी सांस पे ध्यान देते हुए हमारे भीतर की शांति बढ़ा सकता है। और शांति अगर भीतर बढ़ जाता है तो और धन कमाने का और पैसा इकट्ठा करने का तरीके का सोचने के लिए बिना परेशानी की हम लोग को और शक्ति मिलती है।
And we are not here to make the world become peace. If our world cannot be at peace, there will be no world peace out there. Inside of us we have one world. We have our own world. This world have to be at peace first, and then move on, pass it on to the next person in our family, the next person in our family, and spread it out that way. Each and every single one of us feeling peace within ourselves, and the world slowly change just like that to be at peace. But there can be no world peace if we are not at peace.
हमारे भीतर की शांति के बिना बाहर की दुनिया की शांति प्राप्त नहीं हो सकता है। इसलिए सर्वप्रथम हम लोग हमारे भीतर की संतुलन और शांति के लिए काम करेंगे तो हमारे घर के लोगों का भीतर शांति बढ़ेगा और पड़ोसी लोगों के बीच में शांति फैल जाएगा और गाँव में, देश में और दुनिया में, विश्व में इस शांति को फैलते जाएगा। तो यही शांति के लिए विद्वान है।
Venerable sir, thank you for your teachings. But just now you taught us that the world is moving very fast and we don't have to rush like that. We have to take one step at a time. But with the technology, when humans have come so far that we have become very self-centered, cunning and selfish, how do we return back to that one step at a time? Where the whole technology is making us move so fast. Thank you.
The advanced technology doesn't make us to move fast with them, along with them. It's just that we want to catch up with it. It's our own decision, wanted to catch up with it because we are afraid. If we are not catching up, we will be left behind. That is why we set ourselves to move along with the world, with the technologies. That is the wrong way of doing live, the wrong way of living in this life nowadays. Nothing wrong with technologies, but we are using technologies the wrong way. That's the difference. We are using more than what we need. Let's say if you need to make a phone call, all you need to do is just make a phone call and you'll be done with that phone call. But beside that phone call, you're always trying to seek something else on that phone, right? And then sometimes if nobody call or nobody send you text message, you will find a way to send message to the other and asking things, oh, how are you? Long time no talk, and so on and so on. We are making all that up for ourselves. So we are living in the technologies world, but we are using it way over what we need. That is why we struggle. So how do we come back? Try to stay away from technologies as much as possible when you don't need it. For example, most of us, before bed, we use the phone to check on messages, check on social media, and so on, right? And then when we check on social media, we get sidetracked, distraction with all of those news and things like that. And now our mind is wandering. Our mind is full of defilements, and we cannot go to bed. That is harmful, right? So you need to translate. Should we translate for the people to understand?
They understood.
And just like that, if we know how to live the life like that, just slow down instead of chasing, right? If we be able to slow down, we will live at peace. Because of moving quick, fast, with that habit building up every single day, then that's why we suffer so much. So just know when it's enough by using the technology, knowing that when to let go of that, when to use it, when to let it go, when to have a peaceful moment for yourself. That is how we practice to come back. Thank you. How many time left? How much time left? How much time left? Right, thank you so much, everyone. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Thank you for having us here today. Thank you for joining the call. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Francis. Venerable Bhikkhu Paññākāra and the other delegates came far away from to the original land of the Buddha, sacred land of the Buddha, and he delivered the peace message from the place where the Buddha had delivered his first sermon. Also, he sent the monks, the first missionary monks from this sadhana. So this is a very remarkable event in Bhutan today, the radiation of your message will be spread throughout the country and throughout the world and throughout the universe, and will be raining the peace to the world, compassion to the world, and the fire of the world will be put off with this compassion. Now, as a small token of our deepest respect, love, and gratitude for your tireless journey for world peace, I now request Venerable Sultanadero, the monk in charge of Saranam Center, Mahabodhi India, to kindly present a special memento on behalf of Mahabodhi Society of India and all gathering to Venerable Paññākāra. First, we are inviting the chief monk, Most Venerable Ratana Gunatero, to present the memento. Can you give together your sadhu, sadhu, sadhu? Then I am invited to present the memento to the peace walking Venerable Paññākāra. And gradually the other ones also are invited to have a presence from the head of our Vichar Bhakti.
And also the delegates, legislators also come forward to help the mementos as a memory of visiting in this sacred land. Please come forward. Maitri, so kata deh, bande. ले लो kata ले लो जल्दी करो ये बनते बनते लोग को भी बनते Okay. Lên đi. Lên ra này. Hai điểm. Thanks. Please maintain the silence. Now we are going to the gathering meeting. We express our deepest gratitude to Venerable Bhikkhu Paññākāra, and his chief monk and other companions for sharing the nectar of Dharma with us today. On behalf of Mahav's India, we thank the resident monks of Bihar and the organizer, and also as the organizer, Mr. Rohan Samarasimha, dedicated to organizing this program. Also, we are thanking, and also those who have participated from our Mahabodhi schools, principals and teachers, and also the students. We are thanking for them, and also the members of the Mahabodhi School in India, other devotees, all of you. We are present declaring our thanks for everybody. Thank you very much. Okay, now we have finished the and now you can get up and you can go outside and to make the space for walking the monks to outside.
Invite you want to participate. Sri Lanka found the founder of the Dhammapada embrace sing run he's Tamil because of Dhammapada he tried to be here to publish all group in Sri Lanka. You can place to have your book. From last year, we started one of international still started in last year, then 500 non-participating. This year also we will make one of the vendor. Last year we organized 14 countries at country. Thai temple, Thai chanting Dhammachakra, 7 days. And Vietnam, Cambodia, also allowed like a Tripitaka chanting. But we took all the monks dance Dhammachakra. After morning Dhammachakra near the stupa, around the stupa, and evening here, every monk contribute to Dhamma talk here. There's a one young, I don't know this. But they
Now go to the his
team.
Venerable.
All right, guys. We're heading out now.
I couldn't got mine click actually.
Wait, your magnet. Oh, hold on, I got it. Those are shoes. Is my shoes here? No.
बन जाएगा चलो होगा
Oh, not mine. No. Oh, there we are. Excuse me. Can you guys hear me? The people that are going live right now are TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook right now.
small and furry, I'll travel close to ground. I listen to the master and the peace that he has found. Small and furry, the asphalt smells of rubber, of oil and of rain. I chop beside the saffron roads, through sunshine and through pain. They'll call me a local, a light within the dark. I don't have words to speak, so I give a gentle bark. I know we are on a mission, though I don't know the name. I know that since we started, nothing is the same. My paws are filled with gravel of a dozen different